It's been a couple days. Um, it's mid to late morning, like around 10 a.m., 10:30, 11 a.m., something like that. Okay. As let's see. So you guys hear it start to rain. As you hear a boom of thunder or two. As you're probably doing some various things around the shop, just sweeping up, wiping counters, organizing stuff. As Maka says, all right. Doesn't seem like we're gonna be getting any customers. Not in this thunderstorm. Anyone mind if we move the shop a bit? I see. Looks to the two of you. Isuki,
She's
painting.
upstairs. She's upstairs.
Yeah. So yeah, he looks to the other two people in the shop, asking if you two mind a change of scenery, basically.
As long as I can vacuum these counters.
not wiped out, just vacuum. It shouldn't be an issue. As you see him reach into a bag, as he pulls out what seems to be like an RC kind of controller. As you feel the building start to shake and tremble a bit, as you now feel a gentle rocking alongside of hearing the rain outside and the thunder.
How bad is the shaking when the place starts moving?
When it starts, it's kind of bad. Like you see a lot of things look like they're about to fall. Not that they are about to fall, but they kind of look like it. It's very worrying. If a dog that's trying to stand would probably have some trouble. Like a dog would probably have trouble keeping on all fours.
Shortly after the gentle rocking starts, she comes downstairs, paint covered. Who started the shop moving without giving me fair warning? Maka?
He whistles as he nonchalantly puts the remote away as the building keeps moving. It wasn't me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is the shop moving? Huh?
There's only two of us that can move the shop. It's you and me.
Yeah,
Why
must
didn't
have
you
been
tell me?
some AI or something controlling it. Huh? It
I
wasn't
saw
really
that you
me.
had the remote, Maka. These tables aren't, 5 feet high.
No, that doesn't mean you saw something you think you saw.
I know what I saw. I'm an artist.
What?
I'm pretty perceptive.
What? No. Hey, I thought I heard music coming out from up there. I didn't think it would interrupt your practice or recording.
I play music while I'm painting
Painting.
too, so you have no idea what I'm doing up there.
Can you say that again? You're coming. You're breaking up a bit and being a bit robotic-y. I don't know if it's just me or if Mike hears it too.
I'm just messing with the volumes right now. Not on you guys, but just my end.
Yeah, I generally have your volume raised a bit.
For me, it's
Raising
more
it
than
on
a bit
Discord
because
fixes it.
Mike is always so dang quiet.
Yeah, but Discord's able to solve that by being like, hey, you want to amplify this person, but not everything? Go right ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're coming in robotic for some reason.
Just a little bit. I just changed the server to US East instead of Central, so it should improve.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping. Um. So what did she say? What she said again? What the
I don't remember
art
what she
music?
said.
Something about music. You don't know what I'm doing up there.
Oh, yeah, I play music while I'm painting and sculpting too. You don't know what I'm doing up there.
That sounds like there's a dirty joke to be made somewhere there in your sister.
Yes, but I know for sure you're not immature enough to make it, dear brother.
If I'm in the right mood, maybe I'll go for a cheap. Maybe I'll go for a cheap joke. And hey, the paint can't be that bad. I mean, at least you've got Shin to help you clean up.
Actually, another reason why I'm kind of pissed that you're moving the shop, I sent Shin out for supplies.
Oh. Oh crap! As you guys hear, you guys hear outside. Shop, no! Shop, wait! Wait for Shin!
You couldn't have waited like 5 minutes?
I didn't see him go out! Moira, come on, tell me I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who didn't know he was out. I thought he was upstairs with her, guarding her door or something like he normally is.
I
Help me out here, Moira.
Well, sir, I mentioned that he had gone out to buy some new supplies for the lady.
Crap. And you hear louder. Shop, wait for shit. As you hear like a loud grunt, as you feel the shop shakes a little bit, as you all hear a loud thud to the northeast and above you guys.
I'm assuming the shop is like actually off the ground right now, or no?
It is. Think the shop hat when the shop moves. Think of it like as a building with giant mechanical like spider legs, kind of movement. As to keep everything stable as it's moving, but it's like as it first gets up, it has to kind of get the foundation out of the ground that it planted itself in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm. You watch Mara walk to the entranceway, extend her wings, and just jump out the building, going to check on Shen.
You fly outside and it's raining pretty heavily. You see a flash every couple of seconds or so. You see a flash of lightning in the distance, accompanied moments later by a boom of thunder. You see Shin clinging to the mansion, kind of trying to clamber and climb his way towards the door, with a package like strapped to his back and an umbrella like lodged in his teeth that he's like kind of holding the handle with his teeth.
I'll sigh, and then um, ooh, I will, I'll try to help Shin get to the door, even though I could definitely not, really move him, so to say. I'm just gonna push on him, so to push on his back. Maybe take the package off and help him.
Okay, roll me your skill.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh no!
you.
Oh
Oh
no.
no no no. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna roll something. Shin. Okay. You grab the package carefully, kind of like you carefully maneuvering it off your back, kind of like kind of giving him the sense of like I'll take this inside, so you don't have to worry about it. and you get it, and then there's like a flash of lightning, like 10 feet from you, with a boom of thunder immediately that startles you when you drop the package, and you see Shin grab to reach it with both hands, not realizing he's using them to hang onto a building, as he falls off to grab the package. He grabs the package in midair, but he's now falling. He's got one moment.
Damn it, Shin. Could I attempt to like dive bomb and try to slow his descent so that he's not smothered into the pavement?
You can try and roll athletics.
6.
Okay. You'll slow him down a little bit, kind of grabbing onto his back as he grabs the baggage, as he still lands on the ground pretty hard, kind of doing a kind of like trying to tuck and roll almost, but trying to also not roll and roll you onto the pavement.
Yeah, yeah.
So he does a half roll as he holds the package, as he holds it out to you and says, "Shin, jump and climb. Moira, take package in. Keep package dry."
Oh, what the heck happened?
These better not.
Yeah,
It
These
didn't
better not
say-
be.
yes.
These better not be the lady's paints. He's handing me the package? I'm assuming.
He's handing you the package. You notice the package is like, it is not damaged. It's like perfectly, pristinely dry.
Okay, I will.
You can tell he has gone to painstaking measures to keep it that way.
I will. Oh, what's it called? What would something I think is used to keep stuff dry? There we go. Perfect. I will. No. Why would I use an umbrella? No. I take the
I don't
package
think
and
he's
I
gonna use
pull
fire.
out the dryer.
The dryer.
The dryer. How else will I keep this dry, guys? Come on. And I attempt to.
I thought you were just gonna put the package in your sleeve and pop it into the shop.
No.
This
Obviously, this is the way humans do it.
yes,
So,
exactly. There you go.
I'll attempt to get back into the shop, keeping it dry with a dryer.
So you're gonna try and carry the dryer with you.
Yes. I'm going to
Roll.
assume that's a very hard athletics.
I'm gonna say roll me your skills. It's more the 4D dress.
Oh, come on. 8.
You're able to keep it dry, but you're having some trouble getting off the ground because you're trying to also carry a dryer. As you
That is
see
true.
Shin kind of come underneath you and offer you, like, to hold out two hands for you to like step on, and he'll like give you a launch up. Do you
Perfect.
take it?
Oh, yes. In reality, he's grabbing the little dryer, and I'm holding onto the dryer as he throws it.
Basically, as he like granny tosses you up to the door, as you just slide in, like it's like just the right perfect fit. You feel like the house lets out a little quiver to itself as it happens, as you are now just inside with a dryer, with the package in the dryer.
Yeah, I'm just I'm just clinging onto the back of the dryer, and like I hold out the package. It's like, here you go. And just deliver the package.
Just imagine like the dryer. You land, the dryer pops open.
The dry, actually, yeah, I put it in the dryer. I mean, how else would you keep it dry?
Exactly. I just imagine it like, ding, your package is dry.
She
So
she takes the package and checks on the contents to make sure the paint didn't dry out in the dryer.
she didn't say she turned it
And
on,
other
did she?
I didn't turn it on. It's
Oh, okay.
I was more worried about getting distilled.
Okay. So she checks on the contents just to make sure that they're okay.
They are perfectly fine. You can tell as normal. Shin put whatever's in that package ahead of his own life.
I will slip the dryer away.
She goes. She
That's a
looks at
use.
the
That's a
door looking for Shin because he's more important than art supplies.
that's a euphemism if I've ever heard one, Mike. Hold on, let me slip the dryer. You look out and you see Shin. Like he at this point is soaking wet with an inside out umbrella as he is running, being slowed down by said umbrella. As he just says, Mistress Suki, move! Shin jump high!
I, I,
Don't
I,
get wet!
I just look at Moon and I just say, "Mistress?" Question mark.
You see, well, neither of you see 'cause you're not looking at the door, otherwise you'd get jumped into. You hear a grunt, and a moment later you see Shin jump into the door. You see he is soaking wet. His hair is, he is a drowned rat if you have ever seen one, and he is trying to pull his inside out umbrella through the doorway. It's just caught, and it's just not pulling through. It's like, door, give umbrella back to Shin. As okay, the door comes off its hinges and the umbrella breaks. That was neither too weak for one or too strong for the other.
Hmm.
Shin got umbrella back. It not work anymore, but Shin got back. As he looks to
We'll get a
Suki.
new one.
As he looks to Suki, oh so proudly. Not even realizing he just broke the door down.
Please put the door back.
As you see him just pick up and just jam the door back.
Does it? Jeez. It's just like
Lodge it back in. Roll me or roll. No, you can see pretty clearly. It's jammed in there. Like it's, you don't know if it's going to. You're not sure it's going to open next time you need it to do so.
Can I produce a new door for out of my dress? Because I feel like this is a common thing for Shin to just not have doors to live. So
Well, he
may have
did
spare.
break the kitchen door off its hinges, if last session, if memory serves.
Yeah, he broke. Well, here's the thing. He broke the last one, and then again he jammed it back in. He did. I didn't say he fixed it. I said he
Yeah,
jammed
he didn't
it
fix
back
it.
in.
He just it's just hanging.
He just
So
put it back on the hinges, not
Like it is-
necessarily fixing it, but put it back on
Not
the
necessarily
hinges.
Exactly. Not necessarily properly. It's just jammed back. As you could produce a new door, but you also get the idea. You get the feeling you have two options. You could just replace the door, or you can try just fixing its hinges. As Shin is going to proudly walk away, thinking he did a good.
well, either the hinges were ripped off the mantle, or the doors ripped off the hinges, or the hinges were broken. That's why I'm thinking whole new door with hinges.
Let me pull something. The door was ripped off of its hinges.
That's bad. Yeah, I'll need a new door then, because otherwise the door's gonna be ripped up. Actually,
Okay, so you are able to produce a new door. Give me a skill roll. It's not going to take much to put it back on, but just so you don't crit, just in case you crit fail and decide to break another one.
oh my god, oh my god.
You, okay. You put the door back on. Like you attach this new door, and it looks good. It looks good to you.
And everyone else realized I just put a cupboard door, like a 1 foot. Yeah,
Like a cabinet door. Like
exactly, cabinet door. It's like a 1 foot off the ground.
It's like 1 foot off the ground, and it covers like what, a foot and a half, 2 feet.
Max. Yeah. It doesn't
The
even
rest,
cross the door frame. It's just like, yeah.
it's it covers like the door part that he ripped off. Was like he like ripped off both parts of the door. You replace one with a door, like an actual correct door. The other one you think looks right for some reason. It's a covered door. It's like it covers like half of the door, the correct space. As well,
Or
I
like a
just say,
saloon door instead.
yeah, basically.
I
As
give
the
a big old thumbs up uh, to
Maka just
Moon.
Maka is just like huh.
She just kind of
Well,
sighs.
well, I'm not gonna correct her. I'd like to see what'll come of that. See, you got your package. Shin finally took a shower. All's well that ends well.
I assume
Not to mention, you're living art. We could.
This is the third time in a row.
I'm gonna start sweeping up the water with a
You
broom.
seriously need to start warning people.
All right, fine, fine. I'll get started on an alert system of when we're going to move this. When we're going to move the mansion, okay?
Fine. And if somebody is out of the shop, there better be a like, hey, hold on, not everybody's here yet button.
Well, there's always just slowing down the shop, but it's Shin. Shin could always catch up, right? Shin good. Shin can outrun shop any day. As he's just still dripping water, like he is leaving a full-on, like almost like a small stationary river
Yeah,
behind
and
him.
I'm just slowly trying to follow behind him, trying to sweep it up.
So let me roll something. Oh, not that close.
Why don't you try a mop instead?
Shin need dry as you see him
Oh no.
start to shake,
No.
sending water everywhere. Roll me luck, you two. Or 3, because Rika.
Technically 3.
Okay, you're far enough away from the splash zone, and none happen to go far enough to get you. Same for Rika.
No, that's crap. I switched.
Oh, Suki.
Yeah, that's Suki.
Okay.
This is Reika.
She gets lucky. A lot of the water happen to miss her. Oh yeah, Reika is like perfectly dry. Meanwhile, you almost watch in real time as all of the water simply picks itself up off of Shin, forming a perfect Shin shape, if you will, in the air.
Okay.
And just like hovers above his head, moves over above Maka, and splashes down on him. As he is now the drowned rat.
Now that is a lot of water.
As he's just like, Jesus, how much water, how wet can one person get?
You should ask whatever significant other you are entertaining at the moment. Anyway,
What?
I'm gonna chalk that up to karma, and I'm gonna go take a bath.
Stooky wants Shin prep bath.
Yes, please. I need to clean up my art room.
Shin can take care of as well. As you see him like coming up behind you.
Just deal with the bath, please.
Oh, okay. Lady
You did
mad
it.
at Shin.
I'm not mad at you. I'm frustrated at Maka.
Oh, give me one moment. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh, inform me? Oh, I'm not connected.
What's the matter?
Oh, someone said hi and then they said bye. Probably because I didn't notice that they said anything.
Damn it, that's not the page I'm looking for. Give me one more moment. Someone roll me a 1d 20. Anyone?
8.
8? Okay. As Shin follows up, silences, and says, misorientating frustration on Shin, as you see him go over to the bathroom.
I'm not misdirecting my frustration. I'm just frustrated in general. Yes,
As he's
Maka,
out of earshot.
Dang it, shit! She just goes to clean up
her
art room. Slash probably her room where she sleeps.
Probably with a set area with paint drip cloths and whatnot. So, meanwhile, with the drowned rat and maids, he's just kind of dripping as he looks at you and says, "Can either of you get me a towel, please? Be greatly appreciated."
I'm so tempted to
I produce
reach into Moira's dress and pot a towel.
I was about to say I produce a trowel. I have no idea why you want this, my lord, but anything for you.
A trowel, isn't it? That's freaking like a hoe.
Yeah, it's a gardening tool.
Okay. Yeah. No, not a trowel, a towel. You know, to dry myself off. He
don't.
one regular produces.
Yeah, I don't stop her.
Reaches into the dress and pulls
Yeah,
out an actual fluffy warm towel.
Roll a dice for me. Any dice, just any number of dice.
Just any number of dice.
One D pie.
Wait a second.
I rolled pie.
Yeah, you got a towel.
Okay.
Yep, so you have a nice warm fluffy towel.
It actually feels like it was just being like just out of the oven too. I mean, dryer.
Do you do dishes? I get the feeling that Moira was raised to do like dishes in the washing machine and dryer and do laundry in the dishwasher and oven.
First I take your clothes, then I put it in the bucket of water that the lady uses to paint, because if she uses it to clean her brushes, we use it to clean our clothes, right?
Oh my god.
And then I let them toast in the oven for a little bit. Get that nice crispy feel.
Sweet.
Just for that, Mike, take one favor for that.
Thank you.
Just the image of that. Take one free favor. Oh my god.
Yeah. She wraps it around Maka.
Thank you. As he's gonna kind of like start drying himself off with the now wrapped around him towel. Ah, nice and warm. Guessing you just pulled this out of the dryer, Moira?
Why would it be in the dryer, my lord? Just
That's-
looks confused as hell right now.
That's what the dryer's for. It dries clothes.
Oh, that yeah. I was testing you, my lord. Obviously, you are very right.
Did you put them in the... Did you... did you
Meanwhile,
put the
like
laundry
Reika
in the
knows
oven
what
again?
she does. Like Reika knows what she does. Maka's never like walked in on it.
You wouldn't even have to roll to figure out. I obviously did put it in the oven.
I'm going to go prevent the shop from burning to the ground. And she goes...
What do you mean?
She goes away and goes up to the kitchen, like, running. Sprinting.
Okay.
It's like a few steps and then just a little faster and a little faster and then full sprint.
Yep.
Freaking like breakneck, like Kenyan pace. Like Usain Bolt is behind you with a sickle. Okay. Did somebody leave the oven on or something, or an iron?
Something like that. She calls down the stairs.
I just shrug. Like,
All right. That's odd, but okay. Well, one of the shop's moving to a new destination. Anyone up for a random adventure? Is he still drying himself off while I'm assuming Moira keeps sweeping the water?
yeah, I'm obviously still. Well, now I have a pan out, like one of those broom pans, and I'm trying to sweep it into the pan.
You are slowly getting there.
Give a big
Slowly
old,
but
give a nice fang-like grin, but it's a smile. So yeah.
You are slowly but surely sweeping up the water. You feel quite proud of yourself.
I mean, someone's got to be responsible around here.
And it sure as hell isn't Maka. Let me see something.
So we'll just say I'm quote unquote finished sweeping the water. In reality, it's just a puddle now near the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where the water goes.
that is the water section after all.
Yes. Uh, excuse me, my lord. You mentioned adventure, so to say.
Yeah, we could go staking while the shop's traveling to a new destination. Heaven knows where the hell it's gonna end up. Go use the Otherworld Entertainment Center. You know, hit somewhere fun, see what kind of mischief we can get into.
I wonder.
You know, get away from the troubles of this world. As you see him, like turn around, kind of like looking at his table, just kind of like randomly looking around as Reika is still up at upstairs. You notice a red dot on the back of his back, starting to move, almost like a laser pointer.
Who notices this? I'm sorry.
You do.
You do.
You're
The only other person
in the room.
down there.
On his back?
On his back, there is a red
On
dot,
Maka's.
like a laser pointer, that is starting to move around. Like it appears, it's starting to move around, and you see it like kind of almost like it's searching for a target.
Yeah. Is the cash register bolted down in any way, or is it on top of the counter?
It's on top of the counter.
I pick it up and I throw it at him, yelling, "Get down!"
Okay, roll me skill and athletics.
Skill, oh, it's very nice. Athletics is 6.
Okay, you managed to throw. You barely managed to throw this cash register, but you managed to throw it just right in a way as he ducks, and you hear a gunshot as you see this. You see the cash register, like get blown away.
Get blown away.
Yeah, get blown away by a sniper bullet. As Reika, you hear the sound of a. You would recognize it with your senses as the sound of a bolt-action sniper shot.
Damn.
As you see,
In the middle of her laundry putting away slash folding, she makes sure all the clothes are out of the oven so that nothing catches fire. And then
why not just turn off the oven?
Well, yeah, she turns off the oven, make sure nothing else is in there so it doesn't catch fire.
Yeah, you would have found a load of towels and
So,
sort of software like that.
so I was gonna say, otherwise it's like you fold the laundry, you take it out of the oven, you fold the laundry, you put it away, and then you leave the oven on.
She turns it off. She makes sure everything's out of the oven. Then she hurries down the freaking stairs. I heard a gunshot, she says, eyes narrow.
You see the cash register on the ground, blown away with a bullet through it, like a large hole. Who do you glare at, Maka or Moira?
She's kind of just eyes narrow at both of them, like she wants answers and she wants them now.
Hey, was it me? Hold on.
I'm facing out the doorway, essentially.
As you see him gets up, he dusts himself off, kind of looks himself over like, huh, okay, good, I'm all right. As you see him go outside to the door.
By now, I've produced a halberd, because that's what humans fight with nowadays, right? Halberds and swords.
Yeah.
Right.
On this day. Tomorrow it might be a chair. The next day it could be it could be a dryer. You never know.
Next day is a wooden spear. I'm like, I'm fairly sure last time I was with you guys, you humans, you were running around with spears around that, hunting the big woolly things.
Good night.
When was the last time you were in the mortal plane?
It was, I don't know, last week, maybe a few years. I could be wrong.
Time is but a human construct.
Exactly. Time is such a weird thing. I can't wrap my mind around it.
As you see Maka shake his fist angrily outside, standing like leaning outside of the door frame, like you see he's channeling his inner old man. He's like, "You missed me, you son of a bitch!" As he comes back in and slams the door shut. Someone mind patching the hole up there? Yes, he tries to slam the cupboard doors. It just kind of swings back inside and hits him in the back of the
swings
legs.
back.
And it hits him in the back of the legs as his one leg books. He's like, "Ah, crap! I've been hit. I've been hit."
Does he actually fall down, or
he pulls a soccer player as he is now on the ground sideways on his side in the fetal position, like ah.
I step forward and I help him up, like as if I'm saving his life.
We're gonna need to amputate.
I'm gonna help him get to the counter so he can at least stand up, maybe, or lean against it.
You manage to help him up as he's able to walk after a few steps. Oh, maybe I wasn't shot. Maybe I just kind of got a Charlie horse. You see the bullet is in the ceiling to the like this general area, but in the ceiling pointed down that way. you know, where you could tell from the direction of like, you know, you could tell from the direction of like, you know, Moira was over here, Maka was over here, the cash register was thrown that way. The bullet came from this direction, but outside and above, as you saw him like yelling out to a sniper, that they missed, slamming the door shut.
Okay, she's going to sniff the air, trying to find the like the smell. I don't want to say gunpowder, but like the smell of the
Residue.
yeah, the residue, and basically locate the sniper and deal with it.
You roll me a skill. Roll me a no, not skill, cunning. Oof. You're able to pick up on the scent of bullet, and you can tell where the sniper was when it was fired. However, there's two. You realize as you're trying to track in your head, two problems. The mansion is moving. The mansion and the sniper have both moved by this point. The mansion continuously moving. The sniper obviously either going for another vantage point or running away. Mission failed. Mission failed, boys. We'll get him next time. And it's raining, dulling the scent, like washing away sense. As you kind of had like an image of where he was as it's slowly like fading away. You know that if you were near the same gun, again, you'd be able to kind of get that scent back.
Okay.
And tell it was them. You see, Maka's not hurt at all. He just got a Charlie horse from the cupboard door, swinging back at him as he attempted to slam it shut. As he's now walking normally, he's just like, that must be that rival back at it again with his shit. And I thought he was done with his crap. Ugh. Damn it, that's such a pain.
You know this shooter, sir?
Well, not the shooter per se.
The person behind it.
He was probably just a hired gun. Long story short, there's another person who, you know, claims to be a better inventor than me, better magician or wizard, better painter and artist than Suki, so on and so forth. Thinks they have all the better stuff. They're the poor person's us. I mean, they have a lot of stuff, but, you know, they don't really compare. And so, stuff like that happened for a while, you know, the sniper, banana peels on our doorstep, poisoning birthday cakes, and so on. But he stopped for a while. We weren't exactly sure why, but it was a nice reprieve. We didn't exactly question it.
My character just has a flashback, and it's like, I was eating banana, and I threw it on the doorway. Oh no.
I baked that birthday cake.
That was told.
I put, and it's like in her mind,
I thought it was his favorite poison.
I was gonna say, I thought she like reads, put in like this much flour, picks up the like some like rat powder poison, and it's like
yeah, she's like, it's white.
Cyanide.
I don't need vanilla. Now this is real flavoring.
If you want, that could be legit, but do you think it was the rival?
I will say yes. I almost poisoned him.
But Reika does not know this. She was told by him like, nope, it was this guy. It had to be him. Trying some bullshit.
Obviously, I mean.
Reika would argue that Moira made the cake, though.
Or did she make a cake that got switched? I mean, think about it. Why would Moira try and poison us? Sweet, innocent, loving Moira, after all. Our dear stepsister.
Yeah. Innocent. Yeah.
Yeah, because stereotypically, innocent and demon go hand in hand.
Hey,
I am
don't
no
be
demon.
racist.
I am a proud devil who don't need no help.
Hey, Reka, that is racism that we do not tolerate in this mansion.
Fine then. How about her lack of knowledge of human
Humans,
customs
really.
or
That's
humans in general?
that's mom and dad. That's mom and dad's fault for treating her like a social science experiment. Moira would never try and hurt anybody, right, Moira? Well, unless, given the order to, of course, as he kind of gives her a pat on the head.
Yeah.
All of that had to be that rival son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Especially the bananas. I mean, who
I've
would?
never even seen Moira eat a banana.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, it's like her favorite
Yeah,
food.
plot twist is like the only human food I actually enjoy. I'm like, oh my god, bananas.
So, as he claps his hands and starts rubbing them together, random adventure, everybody? Anybody? Mischief? Maybe some mayhem?
My job is
Adventure?
You
apparently
have me at
not
mayhem.
You've already
What did she say?
plus you've already had mayhem. That's a good point.
We haven't had true mayhem. We've had inconvenience.
You were just shot at.
Yes, but they missed. I mean, the only damage we sustained was the fact that we need a new cash register, which I hope we can find a new one in wherever the shop decides to land itself. But that's a problem for future Maka.
I will
Realize
side
future
with
Mako will
Rika
become
on this.
you eventually, right?
Eventually, but that's not a problem for Maka in the now.
I will have to side with Milady, my lord. You are in no state to go on a, as you call it, blueberry hunt or something.
Adventure, you mean?
Yes, that's
Blueberry
the thing.
hunt?
People say
What blueberries are you hunting?
nothing.
Next time you go blueberry hunting, invite me along, would you?
It's actually like bowling. Just super mundane thing. Like, this is my bowling club. This is my blueberry club, and it's just a bowling team.
This is my Blueberry Hunters League. The guild, if you will, the guild hall. It's like the Bolorama.
The Guild of Blueberry Hunters.
As you see him walking perfectly fine, as he's kind of stretching the one leg that had the Charlie horse. I'm fine. I dodged the bullet thanks to your warning. That that one hit that got me in the leg is gone and healed up fine. It's almost like I wasn't even shot in the leg. As he kind of like does a slide over the counter. As he's going to go over to the stairs. And he's gonna yell up, "Sister, we're gonna be going on a random adventure. Do you want us to wait for you? Have you come along after you get cleaned up, or what would you like? Or do you want us to just go on ahead?"
Where are you going?
No idea. I
Um,
haven't decided yet.
When you decide, tell me, and then I'll decide.
I'm assuming like she stepped away from her easel or whatever to yell down the hall or something.
Well, she's probably yelling from her bedroom door.
That's what I imagine. That's what I'm imagining.
Yep.
I would like to take a step back behind so that no one's really focusing on me and produce her easel out of my dress
Okay.
so that it's downstairs and not in her room now.
Have a good night, Xboxer.
Night, Xboxer. As at this point, he's gone upstairs and says, while saying, "All right, let me take a look at the entertainment center. I'll see what I can find. You two want to come with me?"
Yes.
Hmm. Now
She,
let's see. As you see,
Rika just gives you a look that's like, do you, is that even a question?
as you walk into the living room, you see him pull out a what seems to be like almost like a carnival game kind of style spinner with like pegs and thing that goes click 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 click. As
Like
he
a Game of
pull out
Life
one,
spinner?
yeah.
Okay.
As you see, he spins it and it lands. You see 6 sections. As he's like, "Oh, I don't. Oh, I don't think I've shown. I don't think I've shown you this before. This is what I use just to decide on random stuff."
Course it
As
is.
as you see, it spins and spins and spins, and then lands on anime. And he's like, "All right." As you see, he slides it into the wall. As he pulls out another one.
I'm guessing it's going to tell him which anime.
As you see, he pulls out one with a much larger section. As he says, "Yes, exactly." Let's see here. Let's see. Uh, Indeed. Anime. Wheel of anime. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the anime we will learn.
That was bad. Good reference,
Even, even my character knows that's bad.
Okay. You see it spins until it lands on. You see. All you see is it's a strange logo. Uh, as you see, they don't have names. They have pictures. This is what this one is. Man, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
Freaking, oh yeah, you're in Canada, but that doesn't mean you're immune to the heat.
In truth, like anything above 20 is like, oh my god, it's so hot out.
Oh wait, 20 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
I was gonna say 20 degrees Fahrenheit. That's below freezing. Are you
I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
it for it to be okay. 68.
Oh, okay.
68 moon. I would love for it to be 68. 68 is a wonderful temperature.
I'm literally sweating at 20 or so degrees, not even.
Oh, you are a lucky son of a bitch.
But that's the thing, like 10 degrees Celsius, I'll be out in pants, t-shirt weather. Oh, it'd be good. A
I'm
little chilled, but
guessing
yeah, it'd be
that's
good.
like I'm guessing that's probably around 50, 40 to 50, 45 or so for us.
It's 50, yeah, it's 50 exactly. 10, yeah.
Yeah, 50.
So you see this, it spins and spins and spins until it lands on this, and the logo flashes for a sec as you see the TV lights up with a bright light before going into static.
Oh no.
Ah, fairy tale. This should be fun. Wonder where the hell we're gonna land in there.
Oh boy.
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to we're gonna, the wheel of random, has decided we're going to fairy tale.
I'll meet
Not
you
a fairy
there.
tale. Very well. As I said, let's go then, as he's going to dive in. Let me change the music a little bit to find something more Scottish.
Hoi.
Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn.
Where's my easel?
Oh no.
More!
I jumped through. This will entice her to go on an adventure. Or to murder, either way.
It works for Moira either way.
She comes down in fairy tale-esque attire.
Give me a moment.
Shin, are you coming?
Give me a second. Shin coming, Shin coming. As he like, you know, stomps his way down.
Mm.
As you guys all are going to be heading into the TV, into Fairy Tale. As oh, hold on, let me place you guys here. You three land. And about a moment later, the other two follow suit. As let's see. You find yourselves at a crossroads of within a town. You see there are buildings all around you. They all look very nice. Nothing too advanced. You know the kind of fantasy-esque setting of Fairy Tale. About like medieval times-ish.
Medieval, but not.
Medieval, yeah, medieval, but medieval, but
cars.
not. Because remember, because magic technology.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike, how much do you know about Fairy Tale?
Nothing. I know it's a.
You need to watch anime.
I don't watch anime, but I know it's fantasy sort of.
Fantasy.
It's a
everyone-
fantasy anime with like
most
heroes and magic and whatnot.
Exactly, yeah. Like most people have different kinds of magics, whether it's like Dragon Slayer magic, Demon Slayer, God Slayer magics, summoning magics, like you summon weapons, or like there's a wild variation of magics you can find.
Yeah,
Like-
and it's like magic is commonplace.
Exactly. There's cars that are powered by magic, stoves powered by magic. Any like modern appliance exists, but powered by magic.
I'm not a big fan of adventurers, so I like to keep a low profile. Because adventurers are the ones going, banish you back into the depths with ya, demon. And I'm like, oh no, that's not cooking.
I kind of imagine Moira saying this to herself as she's like looking around.
Oh yeah, you would find Moira wearing a full suit of like plate armor. Like it totally hinders her. It's heavy, it's tiresome, but it's if it wasn't for the fact that it's Moira, you would just think it's any standard knight.
I just imagine that it's actually like a full suit of plate armor, but the hat is on top of
Oh,
the
yeah.
helmet.
It is, yes. And I always introduce myself when in this quote unquote disguise as, "Hello, I'm Moira, the not demon. Adventurer like you."
So you find yourself, the group finds themselves at a crossroads. Down the street, you see a large building, a rather large one, bigger than all the others around you. As Maka points to it and says, "Give me one moment." He says, "Give me one moment." He says, "All right, there it is. Well, there's Fairy Tale. Come on." Let's go see if let's go see what kind of wacky adventures they're up to. Oh wait, hold on. Everyone hold out an appendage.
I hold out my leg.
He stamps your leg with a stamp as you have a pick any color you want, and you have a pineapple colored symbol,
Nice.
like what was on the wheels, now stamped on your leg. Sheen just flexes a muscle as he gets a red and blue one stamped on his bicep.
Red and blue.
It's red and blue. It is multicolored.
Ooh.
He's blue, dabble dee dabble da.
He looks to Suki and looks to Reika. Oh wait, it's not thunderstorming anymore. Damn it. Weather, you don't follow us into this world. If you don't answer me soon, I'm gonna just go for the forehead.
Don't you dare.
Well then, where do you want your stamp?
I'm thinking. She she just gives him like the exposed part of her shoulder. Like it's a sleeveless top that she's wearing for this particular world.
And he stamps it and looks to Reika as whatever color you'd like. It appears.
Not sure for Suki, but Reika would go with silver on her. I don't know, I'm not sure what's exposed on her because she's probably just wearing her
MAID outfit.
MAID outfit.
Her arm, her hands, her neck. Hell, she could unbutton her blouse for a moment and get it on like her stomach. You can get the logo anywhere. Or the guild. You can get the guild mark anywhere. What?
Said I'm aware of that. She raises the hem of her skirt just slightly so it could go on her inner thigh.
He stamps it there. Alright, chuckling, smiling side says, chuckling side says, ooh, risque.
She rolls her eyes.
We'll have to present these stamps to get on the rides.
Yep.
As you see, he stamps the back of his hand and says, alright, as he puts the stamp away, now we're clear to enter. I don't think you've come with us into here before, right, Nora?
Oh no. Well, I can feel the very magic floating across this realm.
You do feel a lot of magic all around. Various forms, including fire, for instance. You don't feel any demonic coming from anywhere at the moment.
Weakness.
You weak humans. As you enter the large building.
Would it be possible for me to try to detect if anyone is feeling particularly heart-struck? No, love-struck. That's the word.
Love-struck?
Love-struck, sort of maybe lonely, even. Like using psychic abilities, just reach out and feel general. What are people feeling today? I'm looking for someone who's desperate, maybe lonely, even.
Okay, succubus.
What? No. Yes. The thing is, as a devil, my main source of power comes from literal deals with the devil. So I'm looking to always maybe make a buck or two, or someone's souls. You know, whatever.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna change my color.
Boop. Boop.
What a...
That looks like a rip-off Cinderella Castle. Just saying.
I thought it was a bunch of mushrooms.
It does look like that. Where the heck are we exactly? What the heck is this, like, cross?
Fairy tale.
No,
Oh,
I'm
that's just
assuming
a
these
road.
are...
That's just a road.
Oh. It looks like wolves.
Hold on.
You can right-click them and set them to the map layer. It'll let us walk across them.
Yep, there you go. Indeed, you can walk across them. That is the power of roads. As son of a bitch, I need to redraw the door. Moira, please move yourself to the corner. There we go. Son of a bitch! This is the third. This is the third door this week. As you actually hear that shouting from inside. All right, let's go. Let's go have some fun. As roll me your skill, Moira, to try and detect people's emotions.
16.
You do find somebody desperate. A little bit down the street from where you are, not too far.
Perfect. To the
In fact,
south?
to make it even more perfect, yeah, to the south, and you find they are sitting in an alley.
Yes.
Don't
worry, guys. I'm just stealing someone's soul, as I tell them before I head off.
Be careful. As he's going to head on inside. Wait, hold on. Nobody move.
Oh,
What did I just say?
I moved before you.
Put Reika back, please, just for one moment.
Where she was exactly.
There you go.
That's definitely right next to you.
That's good enough. Oh. That is good enough.
A grid. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Well, I put it to the back thinking, like, okay, that'll be good enough. But then I realized, like, all right, the freaking door doesn't want to stay in the back without BO not being visible.
Yeah,
so, So screw it. To the map layer you go. Shin coming, Shin coming.
I was about to say.
As we're gonna go to Moira just for a moment. As you find a man sitting, with kind of like hair is a mess, kind of clothing.
I want to try to probe deeper psychically, see what is troubling him. Like what in his life he's craving, so to say.
Okay, what's he craving? Okay, interesting.
You know, money, love, etc., acceptance, pizza.
Pizza.
Make a deal with the devil for some pizza.
Infinite pizza, though.
Turns out it's cake, and it's actually Urza sitting in the alley.
It's we only serve. Anytime I do a pizza deal, it's only Hawaiian.
That is evil.
Infinite Hawaiian pizza.
That is useless.
Hi, Karawa.
What did you say?
How are you?
I saw something. What was I going to use, but I can't find it. Screw it, I'll use that sadness one. Oppressive gloom. Oh no, here it is. Is this it?
So is this the royalty-free stuff?
Yep, this is all royalty free. Feel free to blast this shit like it's your jam.
I heard fairy tale music earlier, so...
Oh no, that was just generic Scottish music.
Oh.
Thank you, Kevin MacLeod.
I'm not hearing any music right now, actually.
Is your music volume turned up?
It's maxed.
Well, it's playing for me.
It's playing for me too.
Try refreshing a page.
Yeah, I might have to.
That's the master music volume in the settings tab.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
So you find this man sitting there. You probe into his mind. As you're not able to find exactly what he wants, but you do get the idea of what he wants by seeing glimpses of him losing at the different gambling events, you know, like horse races, magic horse races, magic fights, roulette, magic hold'em.
Everything's magic except for roulette.
Because roulette is already magic. Gamble your parents' money away, kids. This message brought to you by Atlantic City. Gambling problem? Find your nearest casino.
Perfect.
I just need to win once, and I can turn my luck around. Just once is all I need.
Right.
You see him. You see this man sadly eats cheesecake in the alleyway.
How can
Magical
you
cheesecake.
sadly eat cheese? You can't be sad while eating cheesecake.
You
Yes,
can't.
can.
You
Cheesecake is
can't. I
delicious.
tried to.
Now
You
that is
can't.
a sad man.
You can't. I just tried to finish off a piece of cheesecake while frowning to try and be like this man being sad. I couldn't help but smile. It's so good.
Thank you
I
for
mean,
the
yeah.
bit.
But we'll
So
say
he's
he is
sadly
sad.
eating cheesecake.
He is so saddened by this loss.
By
His
his
loss
like
is that
his
even
continuous
cheesecake
bad luck.
can't bring him back.
Exactly. As he hears the shuffling of plate mail, he's like, huh? Oh, God,
I
don't tell
would-
me he said.
Well, I wouldn't. For this, I wouldn't. When I get close to the alleyway, I will shed my plate mail in favor of
I see.
simple robes, like a priest's, maybe a soothsayer, so to say.
I'm guessing covering your face.
Yes, obviously,
And of course with a hat on top.
of course.
Mhm.
Huh? Oh Lord. Oh gods, no, he sent a magical enforcer. T- tell Azaba I'm good for the money, I swear. I just need to get lucky and win once.
Could I try learning his name from like his mind, like reading his thoughts, and maybe
Sure.
delving into memories or something?
Sure. Roll me skill again. Lower. This is kind of a lower DC.
4.
Okay. I'm gonna give you. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna message him.
Mhm.
I in fact learned my name. Your name Zandarsinas the third as well.
You probe into his mind, and you get the feeling that his name is James McBadbet.
James McBadbet.
Yes,
James
bad
make a
bet.
bad bet.
Yes, and no, it has no relation to McBadbat.
Oh, really?
James McBadbet.
I mean, you know how I'm James.
How do you know my name?
Just know I have been watching you and your attempts. You are not a very lucky man, it seems.
No, I'm not. But if I could just win once, everyone would know the name James McBadbet.
Just once, you say.
Really? Have you started
All
playing
I
it
need
yet?
to do is win one, just win once.
Oh, his actual name is James McBadbet. Oh my god.
Yeah, I messaged that to Moon. It's his actual name, but it's so bad it sounds fake.
Yep.
I just need to win something, just once. Anything once.
Well, James, I happen to have some inside information, so to say. If you're willing to make a deal, of course.
What kind of deal? As his eyes widen.
Simple contract, you see. You'll help me with a job, some menial work, anyone could do it. And in exchange, I'll make sure that you find your next next game will simply run in your favor, as if the gods themselves are looking down.
You've got yourself a deal. Just menial labor. I can do that, no problem.
Perfect. I produce a scroll of rolled parchment. It's singed around the edges, and it's stamped with an infernal script. Although that's not a thing in fairy tale, luckily. It unrolls, and I just sign here, please.
He looks at it strange for a second, but then realizes that's just probably magic. And his desperateness for winning, he hurries and signs it.
Perfect. Then I reveal my true form as a towering demon. Now,
Oh God!
you will serve me forever. And I sort of touch him on his forehead, leaving a burn mark, essentially marking him and his soul technically into servitude, so that once he dies, his soul, instead of ascending to any plane or any heaven, it will ascend. It will actually descend into my realm of, or at least
Your
my
section.
level of hell, where
He'll come
he
into
will
your
serve as a
department.
dredge among the endless wastes.
Okay. Feel free to mark that on your sheet. That
Where?
James
Just under notes?
Yeah, under either. Let me take a look at your sheet so I can kind of give you an idea. Either on bio and info, you can kind of make a list of marked souls, or you can have that under.
I
I
don't
think
see
that would be
bio.
under bio and the main character sheet.
Yeah, I'm
The
looking
main,
at that. Oh,
like the
yeah,
front
bio and info.
page.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep it
Just kind of
under.
have like a list of marked souls that or something, whatever you'd like to title it, just so it's like there. It's
Well,
more obvious.
question. What's
Yes.
the seduction area used for?
For people who you have seduced. The way seduction works in maids is you normally it's only one roll, but for me it's an ongoing kind of thing. It takes up to it takes 3 successes against your target or 3 failures against the person who's trying to seduce you. When you are seduced by somebody, you cannot go against, like, they can give you orders same as the master can. You cannot go against them or fight against them, but they can give you favor.
Okay.
So it's got the plus side of, you get favor from people. But you have the downside of this person you can never go against, even if they try to do something against you or something you don't want. They try to get you to do something that you don't want to do. So this is definitely not where you'd want to put seduced people.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the guy's name again?
James McBadbet.
Not related to James McBadbed, correct? The guy who owns the really bad bed and breakfast.
Or
Or the very bad auctioneer James McBadbed.
no. Okay, no. It's not related to Bucky McBadbat.
Okay, I've just put it down under notes.
Yep, go for it wherever you just so long as it is somewhere visible to me, and I can
reference though.
so I can put them so that way, should you pull it up again, I can be like, oh, yep, he's got it. What do you do from there as you now have this marked soul?
Well, essentially, I get rid of the contract. In reality, it was nothing. It's just parchment with random nonsense scribbled down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just return to the group. Leaving the alleyway, I will have resumed my night disguise, so to say.
He's very shocked and does not go after you. Just kind of sitting there thinking about what he's just done. As you head out.
Very good day.
Wow, you're not. I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna do something else there. I thought you would have been like, all right, I challenge you to a game of rock paper scissors. he wins, but it had no stakes, and then there goes this one game.
Yeah, exactly.
So you meet up with them as they're entering this large guild hall. As you see, it is huge. There are tables everywhere, people drinking flagons of ale all over, people generally having a very jolly good time. You see all different kinds of people. You see, for instance, there is a very large man in what seems to be a pilgrim hat. You see a woman clad in armor as well, except instead of having plate mail on her legs, it's a skirt and she has long red hair. shows through her lack of helmet. You see a boy with pink hair and a checkered scarf. You see a shirtless boy with dark blue hair. You see a winged blue cat among the masses and other such people. Do you see a bar as well? Do you go to sit at the bar? Do you sit at the table, or?
I will attempt to talk to the cat. Obviously, this is a Defriti, my friends.
So
My brother, how are you? And then I offer my hand as if going for a handshake or a high five or anything, with the cat.
What did Moira say?
Literally that.
You must be a Tefriti, my friend.
It must be Defriti, my friends.
He kind of turns and said, "Wait, what? What's that?"
Who's saying this?
The cat.
Happy.
You are not the Defriti. Maugen? Maujain.
Natsu, I think this guy might be a little nuts.
I turn to my party. I think this one's a little crazy.
It's just a talking cat that can fly.
What do you mean? It's just a talking. What?
Yeah, that's. Well, Maka says, well, and Natsu says, yeah, what do you mean just a talking cat? And not to mention, he's not just a talking cat, he's happy! He's my best friend! Yeah!
Good for you.
And what are you saying that like there's talking cats everywhere? As you see...
see, this infant agrees with me. It cannot just be a talking cat.
Did you just call him an infant?
Yes. Because anything shorter than 4 feet is an infant to me.
Who are you calling an infant? He's not that short. Oh wait,
I
he's not that short.
Anyone
He's
shorter
than
something. Anyone shorter than average.
He's slightly shorter than average.
Then he is an infant.
Okay. He's like, hey, who are you calling an infant, pal?
You.
As you see flame, you sense a flame kind of aura about him. As you hear another voice say, well, I mean, we may not be everywhere, but considering there's 3 of us here alone, as you see a black cat with wings kind of approaching, or yelling from one side of the guild hall, sitting next to a white cat with wings as well.
What did I say again?
What do you mean? We may not be everywhere, but there's 3 of us in this guild alone.
I'm guessing that's to Natsu.
I forgot who said that in the at the start. Did I say there's no?
That was Natsu.
Natsu originally said
they're not everywhere. Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah, okay. I sort of open my hand, wave my hand at the other two, and I'm like, see, this is what I mean.
You see Maka go over, get some tankards of ale as he brings them over. How about we all just calm down, have a drink, and be merry. After all, guild members don't need to fight now, do we?
Yes. Guild members, because I am a guild member. Member.
Member? Well, yeah, well, of course you remember. You have the staff after all. As he kind of motions to his where you on him where you have the pineapple colored stamp.
Oh yes.
As you see a rather buff man say, "What do you mean guild members don't fight? We have brawls here all the time." It's almost a daily occurrence. As you see an old man at the bar say, "Yes, and it's bleeding my wallet dry." as you see him sadly take a drink. Yeah, but still, we don't need to fight though. Come on, here, as he offers Natsu a tankard of ale. He takes it as you see Shin say, Shin could go for fighting, as he flexes.
That's true. Shin is like
Like
huge.
huge. Shin is like towering over like everybody in this room, even the fat man with the pilgrim hat. He is much bigger than. As you see Natsu say, "Wow, you must be really good at muscle magic, there, big guy. Holy crap!"
Oh, he doesn't know any magic.
You're trying to... There's no way he's just that big. That's gotta be muscle magic. As you see, Shin flex, as it almost seems as if his muscles grow.
I mean, I'd love to teach this. I would love to teach Shin this muscle magic, if it were to make him any stronger.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get a book on it somewhere. Or there's always a... One moment. I know there's someone in Fairy Tale. A moment to remember who the hell the name of the person is. Oh no, not muscle magic, it's muscle speak. So just retcon, instead of muscle magic, it says muscle speak. Sorry, bird. Is Rika gonna just take it? Or does she pull out like a pad and paper?
No, she just allows it. She doesn't. She answers to Maka. She doesn't say, but she doesn't say no to the mistress.
Okay. You see the guy with black hair, kind of come over, angry, saying, "Hey, what's this I hear about someone else casting muscle speak over here? You think you're tough big guys?" You see this, let me see, this guy who's like about half the size of Shin, and relative to you get the feeling if he was Shin's size, they would be as muscular, but because he's not as tall, he does not look as muscular or as big. So you see him saying what a Shin is. Shin says, Shin muscle no speak, as he kind of flexes. Right? You know talk. Shin muscle no talk. That's not the kind of muscle speak he's trying to say. Are you trying to make fun of me, guy? Because that sounds like fighting words. And Shin's like looking around like, Maka, Ziggy, Moira not devil. What do? Shin want fight, but you know what fight.
Where we are, fighting happens fairly often. Just don't throw the first punch. Please.
I say go for it if you want. Go for it if you want. Do too, Moira. If you want to fight, go for it. Seems like we're not gonna be able to get out of this. After all, it's just a friendly tavern brawl.
I, Moira, am an adventurer like you folks. I dare not fight the common folk. I wave my hand at that kid with the cat.
Who are you calling common folk? We're adventurers. Fairy tale wizards. I'm one of the best. One day I'm gonna be an S-class wizard. You're really picking a fight there, whatever the hell your name is. I don't even think I've seen you around before.
I dare say, I doubt you've even traversed the Emerald Dreams with, what is his name? Mr. Falafel? No, not Mr. Falafel. Macadamian. Is it? I bet you haven't even seen them.
At that, Suki pauses in her music writing, looks over at Myra, and just says, "What?"
Maka just says, if I've learned to both tune her out as well as save these nuggets of a gem from mother and father's teachings, because they're just so entertaining to think back on. As
I'm just.
you're even a
Agreed,
bigger ass.
but I don't understand what she's talking about. Usually I understand, but she said something about macadamia nuts. What?
Right now, Mora is just crunching, like scratching her head, and like her like brief moments, you can see her talons are kind of like being a little exposed and digging deeper. And then she cries out, Mordenkainen, Mordenkainen! I bet you haven't even heard of Mordenkainen in his 1,000 tales.
Alright, that's it. This guy's an even bigger asshole than Gray. Hey, what the hell you gotta bring me into this for? What? I'm just saying, this guy's an even bigger asshole than you. Oh yeah, you wanna say it to my face? As you see, they're both like getting in each other's faces, kind of almost ignoring you. As you see an aura of ice and an aura of fire between the two of them kind of clashing.
I would like to try to essentially enhance the emotions of everyone around. So if someone's angry, they become furious. If someone's sad, they become depressed. Like essentially amp everyone's emotions up.
Everyone in the room?
Everyone that seems even slightly emotional. I'm not focusing on everyone, but like anyone who's, angry, maybe a little sad, maybe anything.
Okay. Give me a skill roll.
And I'm not doing my party. They're by contract. I'm not gonna do that.
You can give me a skill roll, and don't forget you can always spend favor before a roll if you want to really do well with it.
I will spend 3 favor.
So roll. Well, here's the thing: you roll as many d6s as you're willing to risk, and then you spend that much favor, and then you raise either the die roll or the skill level, or the attribute level by that many points. So
Okay, so I'll spend 1d6.
Okay.
So
Okay,
2.
so you spend 2 so you lose 2 favor.
Yep.
Now roll your skill. Now because this is a 4 and a 4, it doesn't matter which one you choose, but you can make it to either 5 times 4 by raising your skill up to a 5, or 4 times 5 by raising the die up to a 5. The die can only ever go up to a 6. But the attribute level can keep going like it has no limit.
So okay, so I can increase one of those numbers to 5.
Yes. You can raise
Okay,
them for basically however many d6 you spend, that's how many you can
Okay,
raise
yeah,
them.
then yes.
So it's like the more you're willing to risk, you roll that many more die. If you're not willing to risk a lot, you generally only roll 1 or 2. This is the part where you want to roll low on the favor. How much you spend. You want to roll like 1s and 2s.
Yeah, so I rolled pretty well with there, did I?
Yep. There have
Okay.
been times in the past where someone's like, oh, I'm going to spend 66 favor. And they rolled like almost crit fail on the roll, getting like all 1s. And it's like, wow, that's like getting like the luckiest possible freaking kind of shot. Like that's like...
Yeah.
So anyway, so you make that into a 20. Okay, let me roll something.
So it's a 20 to essentially anyone angry is going to throw punches. Anyone excited is just going to be in euphoria. Anyone depressed, or no, anyone sad, like from a lost job, is going to be essentially thrown into deep depression.
Okay, give me one
This is, of
moment.
course, a temporary thing. It's not going to be like, well, guess what? You're now depressed for a few months. No. This is like a day max.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You see the two of them get ready. Like you see the two of them, like their anger intensifies as they're ready to throw down. As at the same time as they're about to throw down, the the large muscled man looks like he's ready to throw a chair. Just throw a chair randomly into the tavern,
Just
ready
that
to
one.
kick off the brawl. You see the woman with red hair is sitting at a table, enjoying a piece of cake. When all of a sudden you see her eyes widen as she starts banging on the table, demanding more cake.
Oh yeah.
You see a
Oh yeah.
woman with long brown hair in a blue with a blue like a bikini, who was drinking straight out of a barrel. Demand a bigger barrel. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
You see, yeah. Let's see. You see a man in a poncho and a woman with a cowboy hat who they seemed pretty friendly, talking with each other. You see, they are now like all over each other.
Yeah.
Let's see. You see the fat man in the pilgrim hat suddenly be struck by inspiration as he is now vigorously painting.
Yeah. This is going around, and everyone in our company is unaffected.
Okay.
And Tsuki has gone back to her fevered composing of music. Because that's just how she is.
Give me 1 second.
What?
Give me 1 moment. As you see the two of them start to throw down, let me see if there's a better fighting music. It won't be easy, but it's possible. Let me turn it up a little bit. As you see, he yells out, "Fire dragons roar!" As he like puts his closed fists up against his mouth as he takes a deep breath, and lets loose a flamethrower-sized like bout of flame at the man, at the shirtless one, who in turn he yells out, "Ice make wall!" as a wall of ice appears in front of him, deflecting the fire. As the entire table is now on fire. Your armor is slightly singed. You see the man who is in front of Shin punches him. His fist collides with his abs, and Shin just stares down at him. Shin, get to fight?
Yes, Shin. He threw the first punch. You didn't. Go ahead.
You see there's a shadow over his eyes with an almost evil grin. As you see the man in front of him swallow. As you see a chair get thrown across the guild towards these 3 people. A girl and 2 men who stand up in front of her. One firing a gun, he's almost like a whirlwind as the other one throws a seed at the ground, shooting up a vine that both destroy the chair quickly. As they say, "Nobody hurt," as they say in unison, "Nobody hurts Lucky on our watch. Oh, bring it, you two." As you see the 2-on-1 fight begin. You see the woman eating cake and the one woman drinking out of a large barrel, much larger than even Shin.
So hold on, there's 3 people ganging up on Shin now?
No, no. The woman is drinking out of a barrel that is even bigger than Shin.
Yeah.
There's one person fighting Shin, two people fighting one person, and that one person fighting back against the two of them, and then
Okay.
two people, two people fighting each other.
Okay.
So three fights total.
How's the bartender in all this?
You see the white-haired bartender just smile and shake her head. That's happened. Another day, another tavern, another brawl.
I will go up to the bar, put down a gold, as I believe. Man, I hope they accept this, and I order an ale if they have that.
She takes it and gives you back some silver, and gives you a large tankard of ale. Here you go.
I just sit back and enjoy the chaos that is man.
I just imagine she just says that out loud, just like, time to sit back and enjoy this chaos. As, we're gonna start with Natsu and Gray Fight. As you guys see, the two of them going back and forth, massive fire filling the guild hall, being blown away by ice, both in form of wind and these massive ice creations of swords, of hammers, creatures made of ice going back and forth at each other.
Quick
Yes.
thing I'm thinking about. I would like to summon like one or two imps,
Yes.
this small statue guys, whatnot,
Yeah.
and just have them run amok. Pull down people's pants, maybe loot a pocket change or two, etc., etc.
Okay. Roll me your luck, and we'll decide what they do.
4.
Okay, we'll see what they do later.
Okay.
As you send them off on their task.
Of course, they won't do anything to me because otherwise I will make them suffer.
They've learned their
Otherwise,
lesson
they're
from.
free to go.
They've learned their lesson from good old imp, the good old imp Billy McFuckface, who no longer exists.
Oh yeah.
He crossed you once, and never again. Will
Once.
he live to cross you? So the two of them fight back and forth, fighting almost to a standstill as there doesn't seem to be a clear winner as they just keep on, as their magic almost seems to be canceling each other out before a man with black hair jumps down from the ceiling, smashing both of them with these iron pillars growing from his arms before they revert back to, arms and hands. As he's like, you idiots are wrecking the freaking guild hall again! As over by the 2-on-1 fight, you see the one man with wind, and the other with a satchel of what seems to be magical seeds. The one is blowing these gale force winds at this man, while the other one throws seeds into the wind, as they are sprouting vines all over the place, whipping and trying to grab at the muscular man. As he lets loose a roar, as you see him transform from a normal human to a seemingly monsterish figure, slashing at the vines growing and attacking at him.
Is it bestial in any way?
It is not beast. Like you mean like an animal?
No, I'm not saying animal, but like bestial, like it has claws or
Yes.
oh god. At that moment, I visibly spurt, like snort, like almost have ale come out my nose, and I'm just like, I gotta get out of here. I can deal with druids again. Goddamn druids! I'll be outside. And I just make my way out of the bar.
Let me give a description. Let me see. You see the one he transforms into. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. Give me one more moment. Oh, never mind. It's Beast Soul. Okay, so that makes more sense. The form he takes on let's see what he has. You see he has, you see it's a reptilian, it's more reptilian form. He has spikes all over his arms and back. He has his spiky hair has become long and flowing, spiky white hair draping down his back. Um, he is scaly and rather huge.
Scaly and huge. Goddamn druids. I'm out. I ain't dealing with Corellian again.
As you see, he tackles in their direction as he tackles the one blowing the winds and like throws him against the wall. As the other one throws down what seems to be an acorn as a tree sprouts up onto the ground into him, sending him up into the air and through the ceiling. However, you see he lands back down on the ground moments later in a new with one arm made of metal, one arm made of stone, and the rest of him seemingly like a tiger pattern of fur. As he slams down on the one who just threw a seed down on the ground at him, smashing him through a table.
Dang.
As you see over by Shin. Let's roll. Let's say, as the one guy is going to try and cast his muscle speak to try and help himself. He is going to try and he's going to try and punch at Shin. Wait, hold on. There we go. As he's going to try and punch Shin. Shin is going to try and catch it. As Shin takes one stress, as he goes to catch it, his depth perception fails him for a moment as it punches him into the chest, and again, he just stands there as he takes it, as he just looks down at the man. Like, is Shin hurt? Shin tickle a little. As he is going to grab the hand that's still connected to his chest.
Goddamn.
As even with a 6, you see he grabs his arm and he grabs Shin's arm with his other arm as well. While Shin is holding the arm that just punched him, as he's like struggling for a second, it looks like he might break free. But then you realize it's Shin. Mm-hmm. He's not overpowering him, as Shin grabs him and starts to spin him around, similar to a hammer toss from the Olympics. Like he is just putting all, like, reckless abandon, spinning faster and faster and faster, as he takes 10 stress. And as he gets thrown into the air through the ceiling as Shin jumps up after him, following him, even superseding his own speed of the throw to jump past him. And you see the man recover himself in midair as you're looking through like a large Shin-shaped hole in the ceiling, watching what's going on as the man recovers in midair. As the two start trading blows for a brief moment, as they're now fighting in midair as they're still flying through sheer force of the throw and momentum. Again, you see Shin take a swipe down with his fist, trying to slam him into the ground, but he just keeps he can't get a grasp on this very slippery fella. As in total, he's still only taken about 5-6 stress. As you see, like, you see his clothes are getting a little bit dirty. Shin is going to try and smack down again. As that's what does it. As you see, you see, Shin finally gets him as he grabs the man, starts spinning in midair, lets go of him, and the man keeps spinning. As you see Shin slam his two fists down together, hitting this man, almost acting as a drill, as in the center of the guild hall, there is now a man drilled into the floor. As you see his eyes become spirals, as he's just kind of out of it at the moment.
Hmm.
As Shin lands with a bang, landing on top of the fire and the Iceman. As he looks over to you, Shin do good. Shin fight well.
Yes. You did very well, Shin. Good job. Your
And
uniform's a little bit dirty, though.
What'd you say? Uniform's little bit dirty though.
Mm-hmm.
Shin disgraced the household. Yeah. You see him. You see him start to get angry. You all start fighting. Make Shin get dirty. As you roll something.
How will Shin be gentlemanly if he's dirty?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Is he
It's
gonna end
him.
the fighting?
Shin just knocked everyone out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to see. You see him pick up a table. As you see Shin grab the table and swing it around, as you see it catches onto the fire. The guy, the pink-haired boy, the shirtless lad, the man with the black hair, the beast, and the two men, the one who threw seeds and the one who cast wind, as they all get slammed together. As you see, they all start to hold the table back for a second before Shin lets out a growl as his muscles flex, starting to rip his clothes a little bit, as they all get slammed into the wall with a table on top of them. As you see all of them fall to the ground, eyes swirling in a daze. Make Shin's clothes even worse! As nobody is fighting anymore except that the problem is there's an angry Shin. As you see Shin starting to stomp towards the unconscious mass of people.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
That's
So
enough,
everyone wants
Shin.
You see he like snaps to attention. Sorry, Mistress Suzuki. As he bows.
I often forget about that temper of yours.
Shin can
Yeah.
only be gentlemanly when they mess up Shin clothes. As he gives puppy eyes.
Rika, would you mind? She nods and starts fixing Shin's uniform. Patching up rips in it and etc. Lint roller to take off the dust.
Can you roll me a skill, please? Oh yeah, his suit, his clothes look
Very.
even better than before.
They're
They look,
sparkly.
they are freaking pristine. As you see the old man let out a groan, he's like, I don't even know who you people, you new members are, and you're even more destructive than my current ones. Look at all this damage.
I mean, I've just been enjoying my drink.
I mean, look, there's a freaking ogre-sized hole in the roof. We're down 5 tables.
You mean like this? And can I try to pull out a table from our house if I'm not in the
Yes,
house?
you absolutely can. 40 dress,
Perfect.
the 40 dress works as like wherever you are. You could be
Mm-hmm.
in hell, in heaven, in space. You could be in another universe. You have access to the mansion.
Perfect. I pull out a table.
You pull out a table. What kind do you go for? The kitchen table, a side table?
Definitely a kitchen table.
Fold
It's a big
table.
long one too.
Okay, you pull out the long kitchen table, as there's no longer a long kitchen table in the mansion. As you pull it out, and he's like, "Yeah, like that, except not exactly like that one, but still, it'd be better than nothing." Which is what I have to freaking replace, and which is what I'm gonna be left with after I replace everything.
But then I slip the table back in. I'm like, we can make a deal.
No thanks.
I have some tables. You have a need for tables.
I already have to deal with enough idiots around here breaking everything. Think I'm a good kid.
Damn. Couldn't we get more souls?
This old man is very, very short, very tiny.
Like how tiny?
Like, what is he, like 2 feet
2 feet tall.
Oh my god.
Like, he is tiny. It
It
is a
is.
joke. But but what's funny is he is the guild master. He is stronger than literally everybody in the room. He's probably the only one that could stand up to Shin or Reika.
I will say it is quite rare to see your folk around these parts, I think.
What do you mean, my folk?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't see many stone caps around here.
Stone cops? What?
Oh, you must be from the wildlands.
What are you smoking, lad?
I turn to the party. Come on, back me up. The stone or wild caps, right? With that stature, that can't be anything else.
Maka just nods and is like, yeah, sure, must be. You folks are. I don't think I've even seen you folks before. What are your names again? Maka. As he kind of shows the guild stamp. But wait, that's Maka. I'm a different Maka. I see. And the rest of you? Like, what's your name, Knight?
Moira, the not demon.
Alright, Miss Not Demon.
Tsuki Akari. Very good.
Shin. I swear I get that. I don't remember your name. My apologies for forgetting my children, after all, but I don't recall your names. That's quite strange. So what fairy tale branch are you lot from?
I am from the one headed by Morden Kanan. You know of him, correct?
Yes, I do. Roll me a cunning.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's a 4.
no.
You fully believe everything. He can tell you the sky is made of chickens.
So that's how clouds get so fluffy.
No, that's when the sky's made of poodles.
No, that's when it's made of sheep, guys. Come on.
No way. That's just silly.
It is.
So wait, does he actually believe me, or?
No, he does
I was
not.
gonna say-
You don't know that out of character. There is no other branch of fairy tale. So he's just kind of nodding, like, I see. In his head, it's like, okay, is no other branch of fairy tale. You fucking liar.
Can we roll cunning?
Yes. Yes, you can. As long as you roll shins. Shin has no idea.
Oh well, Suki has absolutely no idea.
That's a solid 0.
Reika has no idea.
Yeah.
So okay, can Maka roll more than a 2? Hold on, wait, that was a Shin.
Oh my god.
That was Shin's cunning. There we go. We're from this bridge? Question mark. Why is your voice squeaking there, lad?
Are you going through a second puberty or something, brother?
No, I'm not going through a second puberty. I'm just remembering if this is the branch fairy tale that we joined, because I don't believe there's any other branches, if I'm not mistaken. I see, very well. As he just nods and says, well, strange new guild members, he says, looking at the 3 of you, looking at the 5 of us, quite off. How was your latest job then? You know, it's obviously if you work for us, you must take missions off of the job board. You know the one up there? I see points to there's a job board up on a balcony. As roll me cunning. Again, everybody.
Oh god.
Another 4.
That is a job board. That's a job board.
Are you sure?
Okay. Shin no touch board. Maka says, I get me neither. We're not supposed to go near that one, right? Sarika, that is the one for S-class members. If you did take a job, it'd be from the one that's on the ground floor. If you took one from up there and you happen to actually be guild members, but not S-class, you'd be in serious trouble.
You know we're not qualified for taking jobs up there.
So where did you get them from? Surely you must have been on a job then, if you've been gone so long we can't remember you. As you would know, there's the one on the ground floor, over by the wall.
That one. Gestures to the job.
I see that. Okay, so then, Miss Not Demon, what job were you folks just on?
Obviously, we've been tracking down.
Yes.
Well,
tracking down.
You see, we've been tracking down this sorcerer named Alcalor. Alcalor the Inevitable, he called himself.
Alcalor the Inevitable. And what was he doing? This
He was-
Alcalor the Inevitable.
He was attempting to turn people into sheep, I believe.
I
Unsuccessfully,
see.
thankfully.
because you put a stop to this Alcalor the Inevitable.
Not saying I might turn that into D&D villain, but I might.
So here's
Yes.
so what kind of how did the fight go against this Malchior the Indubitable?
Well, I can show you. And I remove my helmet, revealing.
Please.
Say that again.
Oh, talking to Moon.
Okay. I take off my helmet, revealing my demonic horns. This is not how I left in the beginning.
I see that. So this. He revealed his demon horns and said, "This is not how I left." In the beginning, as he says, "I see. So when you fought this this Calcifer, the unstoppable, he turned you into he gave you demon horns."
It seems so. Yes, indeed.
So
I put my
now,
helmet back on.
who was it that you fought? Was it Alcalor the Inevitable, Malchior the Indubitable, or Calcifer the Unstoppable? Because I changed his name twice and you correct Vizio.
To be honest, I didn't notice the second time, but I noticed the third. But I don't correct people normally. It was Alcalor the Inevitable.
I
I
see.
believe.
You believe? Which one? Are you sure?
My memory has been fading. I look to someone in my party. Oh my god. I'm not sure if it's my character or my memory.
Well, here's the thing. He purposefully changed the name to put you on.
That's the thing. I didn't even notice when you said it wrong the second.
The first time was
the first time you said it wrong, I was like, yeah, that's totally his name. The second
first
time
time
I was like,
was like,
Calcifer.
Yeah, I was like, first one is going to be, kind of subtle, a name that's kind of similar, and then it's gonna be like, all right, we've been talking about not his name. His name hasn't been said in like 2-3 sentences. Let's change it up and see if he notices.
Yeah, damn. Trying to think, what was I doing? I look at Rika, as she's head maid.
Okay.
It was Alcalor the Inevitable, was it?
He looks to Suki.
No, to
Or,
Rika.
not Suki, to Rika, and say it was Alcalor the Inevitable, correct?
Is Moon like away or right now?
Yeah, she's here. She's in front of me eating a chocolate. As she said, she nods and says, "Yes, it was Alcalor the Inevitable."
Yes, there you go.
I see. Trying to turn people into sheep with some sort of demonic horn magic.
Very unstable, I'm assuming. Magic, that is.
You see the one walking in the bar for a moment, think. And she's like, I remember seeing a job like that up on the board. Wait, you did? Yes, Master Makarov. It was posted the other day. Ah, I see then. I guess my memory must really be fading then. Apologies, young lads and lasses. No harm, no foul after all. As you see the bartender, this white-haired woman give you a wink and a smile.
Yeah. So this is the woman that was drinking ales the size of Push.
No, it's just the bartender.
Oh. No, the woman at the bar.
That woman is at a table, but drinking drinking straight from a barrel the size of Shin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Mira Jane is the bartender. It's freaking. I'm trying to remember the hell her name is. I know that my character in Jeremiah's fairy tale game, Kimimuro had a what? Drank her under the table. Successfully. Yes. How dare you forget Kimimuro's freaking achievements. Oh, what's that? What's her name? Kana. Here. Let me pull up a picture of the one. For you, Mike, tap in the deal. Yeah, she's drinking, like holding up this. She does not look like she should be able to hold up this barrel. But lo and behold, she's not only holding it up, she's drinking from it. Chocolate. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean? Of course it is.
I mean, of course it is.
I mean, I'm eating chocolate. A shard of chocolate could fall onto my chest. Here's what the woman looks like. Drinking from a barrel the size of Shin.
Yep.
So what do you do from here? As you see Maka join you up on the bar, laughing. Well, that was close. I think we need to get kicked out of here. Thanks, Mira Jane. Yep, you're welcome, stranger. I mean, guild member. Wink.
Say that again. Sorry, what?
She says, you're welcome, stranger. I mean, guild member. Wink.
I blink at her. Blink.
She is saying both. She is both winking and says wink. She's like, it's like the lazy-eyed woman from Gravity Falls. Like, oh, wink.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well,
What'd you do, Mike?
I said I'm blinking and saying wink as well.
You go blink, blink.
Yes, actual stranger. Thank you.
I'd ask who you folks really are, but you seem like you just need some, good times and relaxation. Kind of thing we got here, plenty here at Fairy Tale.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You wouldn't happen to, I asked the woman, you wouldn't happen to have any lemurs I could borrow?
Nemers?
Yes, of course.
She looks confused. What's that? What is a Nemer?
Okay. It's, if you don't know about it, then you shouldn't worry about it. It's just a way to relax, so to say. So, might I ask your name?
I'm Mira Jane. Mira Jane Strauss. Pleasure to meet you.
And a pleasure to meet you.
If you're looking for some magic way to relax, I'm sure you could find something at the shops in town. I don't know anybody. I've never heard of a Nemer. I don't know. I honestly don't know if there's anybody who has.
I highly doubt it. It's a demon. Really, there. If I was to have a servant, it would be a lemur. But
Oh, Lemure.
yeah, LEM. Not Were you saying N? EM?
Yeah, Lemur.
Lemur. No.
Lemur.
Is it like a
Lemur.
blob? Is it,
As
was it
in,
like a,
as in Lehman Truce.
is it like a blob?
Yeah, kind of.
Give me 1 second.
I'll ask her as well if she knows about Yolox.
No, wait, hold on, because she might actually have known what the hell a lemur is.
Oh no.
Yeah. When you say lemur, she's like, wait, I thought you said memur. A lemur? That kind of, fiend? What would it be considered, a fiend or a demon?
In reality, technically it's neither. It's a shape changer, but it's listed under devils.
Oh, okay, so the devil. Alright. She says, and just give me like a description of like what they are, like how common they are, I guess.
Essentially, when a evil person or someone who is cursed dies in D&D, their soul descends, and they actually become a maggot who clings onto a rock on the river Styx. Eventually, if they're able to ingest a soul somehow, either by eating other maggots or whatever, they will become a lemur. That's the second form of a demon or a soul in the afterlife.
Okay.
In hell, at least.
Okay. And for what reason could you be looking for one?
They're mainly sort of they're sort of the hand servants of hell. If I wanted, someone to be on my beck and call, it would be most likely a lemur or a yolok. Lemurs, though, are much more numerous, and they're much more subservient, so to say. They usually are less easier to control than yoloks. Sort of like dogs. They technically are immortal, but they also can die.
Okay. She says, well, demons and fiends and whatnot, demons, fiends, and devils aren't too common in these parts. Though, I might know something that could help. If you give me a moment, as she asks for a moment.
So, say that again.
She asks for a moment as she'll leave the bar and go into the back.
Yep.
Your best bet would probably, she comes back with a book about demons, and you do not recognize the writing due to it being fairy tale writing, or aka Earthland writing. She says, that kind of fiend is very, very hard to find. I remember hearing about it maybe only once or twice. After all, there's not too many demons in Earthland after all.
Is she exactly what is she doing right now?
She's like kind of reading through a book, like kind of like pouring through it, kind of like flipping the pages, and
and it's in a text I wouldn't know of, obviously.
That you would not know of. No.
No. Is that your notes or scrolls, so to say? Spells?
It's a basic textbook on demons. Usual thing. If you'd like, you can borrow it.
I don't know your tongue. Well, not your tongue, but I cannot read it. Sadly, no. I don't recognize the script.
You don't know how to read? I mean, you speak Earthland just fine. So
Well, hold on, and I actually reach in to my armor, quote unquote dress, and I pull out my own scrolls. Essentially, these would be scrolls of pedigree, essentially rankings among demons, maybe some info on who I am, etc. But it would be in Infernal, and I show her one scroll and I say, "Can you recognize this?"
Yes, that's the handwriting that she says, this. She nods and she nods and kind of gives a so kind of motion with her hands. Says, the writing's familiar. I can read most of this. There's some words that don't seem to appear just right. It appears to be a similar language to the demon language. At least their written word.
My eyes are straight saucers right now. I have never met another a person. Almost said mortal. Oh, I've never met another person that could read this stunningly. And only I've just kept these this stuff around. Do you understand what they're about? I specifically gave her one that talks about lemurs in the society. Or at least, the lemurs I have under my command.
It talks about your lemurs, if I'm not mistaken. I can't tell everything that it's saying, but something about them basically being, servants.
I want to geek out with her, talking about what she knows about devils, demons, etc., etc.
She just kind of chuckles at another person who knows about demons, and says, "Here." She closes the book and hands it to you. Why don't you borrow this? Try and learn to read Earthland a bit more, and maybe this book can come in handy.
Question: what are the two imps doing? Because I've yet to dismiss them, so they're doing something.
They are still running around until you call back. They have done little bits of mischief, drawing on people. They were about to mess with the one person's cake when you saw they ran in fear, evacuating what bodily functions they could evacuate in the process out of fear. I don't know if imps pee, but
They don't.
If they did, you get the sense that they are so terrified that they almost got scared out of his existence. That bad of an aura of fear.
I snap my fingers to call them to me.
They rush over to you with a few copper that they have pilfered, some silver. The main thing that you saw that they've done was things like drawing on the unconscious people.
Yeah, sounds right. I will just hand them the tome and in Infernal, I'll instruct them to take it to Mephisto, the Demogorgon. He'll be able to, if anything within the pits should be able to decipher this code, it will be it.
They nod as they take it.
And of course, I threaten them, of course, with sending them to Osiris's lair, which essentially is a endless desert, but it's frozen over with a permafrost. So yeah, essentially, Canada. So I threaten them with that if they don't succeed or they fail to bring me the book tome back, etc., etc. Endless torture, blah blah blah.
So
and then I snap my fingers to send them away.
Okay, so they get sent away with the book. She's like, "Wow, you really have some good control over demons, I'm guessing, huh?"
It's practice, so to say.
I've never seen someone cast Satan summoning.
You say, why do you say that? Satan is summoning. Who is this? Why do you say Satan? What is this, Satan?
Well, the name of my magic, as she like as a lighted rune circle lights up below her as you see her hair start to kind of let's see. You see her hair. She does a minor transformation. You see her hair grows in a bit of length. She grows fangs. Her ears become very pointed. She grows horns, small horns, as well as these lines that go from her eyes down to her chin, kind of like spreading throughout her face a little bit, ever so slightly, for a moment. Before turning it back, she says, "That's my the magic I cast, called Satan's Soul. I essentially take over demons and fiends and devils."
No one is reacting to her in this weird transformation.
No, everyone knows. Everyone has by this point, by this point in fairy tale canon, everyone knows this is her magic.
Okay. My once again eyes saucers. I am like like I am just so happy to meet someone who is not a stupid human. Or oh wait, is she human? I asked her, are you human or a person, or is this your magic?
Well, a little column A, little B. I technically have demon blood, or well, more specifically, the demon factor within me.
What's the head maid doing? I'm so you're painting the cats, are you?
Yeah, Maka is just drinking, like drinking an ale and watching this he's very interested in the conversation. Shin is just kind of playing, at this point he has started to play Dolly with the unconscious drawn on bodies. Keeping himself.
Suki is drawing on the bar, and Reika is just kind of keeping an eye on basically everything, making sure the master is not in danger, or if danger comes, she can try to circumvent the situation quickly.
Okay. You notice no danger. Things are very calm now.
She's keeping an eye out for it nonetheless. And she is watching what's going on. She's keeping an eye on what's going on with Mira, Jane, and Moira.
Yeah.
Tsuki's listening, but she's not like watching what's going on. Like she didn't see the transformation or anything.
I would like to question what she knows about the Blood War.
Please explain to me the Blood War.
Blood War is a cosmic war between demons and devils. I don't know what Fairy Tail does, but in D&D there's a big difference between the two. Devils are a lawful evil creature, and they serve as sort of the punishment. They serve as what we see as hell. You know, evil or corrupt souls go to hell, and they're tortured by devils. Whereas demons are spawned of the endless abyss, and they don't have souls. Instead, when they die, they simply return to the abyss to be reborn once again as the sludge and the dredge of the abyss.
Okay, so they've been fighting. Why? Because one wants control of the other versus the other, or?
Essentially. Both sides have their own ideal about why this war is happening. Devils believe that they are protecting existence itself from the endless maw of the abyss. There's some quote out there that's like, "You may look down on us from your mighty towers of the seven heavens, but need I remind you that it is my armies that stand between you, your mountains of peace, and your material realm, and the endless maw of the abyss." And while demons believe that demons are actually being technically manipulated by a second deity, or not even deity. We're not even sure if this thing is sentient, but essentially it's a thing that's outside of existence, and it's using demons as a way to cleanse it, or cleanse the true nature of the world, or reality.
Okay, so the devils punish, the demons just do.
They consume. They
The
destroy.
devils want to keep peace. Like keep the peace of keep the abyss locked. They kind of push down.
Kind of, yeah.
The
The
and
devils are
the
still evil.
abyss.
They'll still torture innocents and do what they do, but they still need, a world to torture. Whereas
Okay.
the demons want to consume everything. They believe that a dead universe, when everything is dead and nothing stirs within the heavens, then the planes will be at peace. That is the demonic view.
Okay. She says blood. She kind of looks confused and says blood war. There's nothing like that that's happened in history here in Earth, or in this country. Maybe in yours, but nothing over here. Could you please elaborate? I imagine you kind of just give her this explanation.
Yeah.
She's, oh, I see.
I
understand.
maybe we could continue this conversation in a private quarters. I don't feel comfortable talking about such business in public company.
Oh, what? You don't want any of us to hear it? Dear
Yeah.
sister.
Oh, okay. I was like, is she saying this or?
No,
No, it
she's
was
just kind of
Maka.
like, no, that was Maka.
Yeah, I lean into Maka and I say I rather not any form of semblance of the divines hunt us down for our discussions.
He, he, he laughs, says, we're outside of the universe. I don't think. Hold on, as he pulls out a strange-looking device. It seems both futuristic and magical at the time. And says, there are deities, it seems, in this world, but he pulls out. You see him pull out a book. You see him pull out a book, but you see it's not like some kind of tome. It's manga. So he's like, yeah, they have deities, but they don't reside over a heaven and hell like ours do. Their gods are just powerful beings. So you can talk about whatever you want. Your boss essentially. I don't think he can hear you. So to speak.
I'm gonna head off here, guys. I'm
Yeah, it's like
struggling to
3.
stay awake.
Yeah.
It's
kinda
4 in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Virgin says, here, why don't you take this book? And she writes down, and she says, well, I've got some things to attend to here at the guild. What do you say, whenever you have free time, feel free to stop by and we can chat about that.
Moira is speechless, just like in those movies where someone just has their breath taken away.
As Maka's gonna be like, here, I have an idea. As he gives you a small crystal ball, he gives one to Mira Jane. He says, there you go, communication lacryma. You'll be able to communicate no matter the distance.
Portable communication lacryma.
Yes. I'll show you how to use it when we get home. So what do you say we get going? We bid your friend farewell, and you'll have more than enough time whenever you to communicate with her.
I'm just following them essentially right now. I'm assuming we're going to head home.
Yep. As he gives you this crystal. I see. So here, you want to put that in your inventory. Communication lacryma with Mira Jane. As he opens up back the portal, as you guys exit through back to the mansion.
Okay, I'm ending the stream here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I didn't talk too much, but I'm just so tired. See you tomorrow, or later, I guess I should say, for Okami. Bye.